Mark Cuban is part of this Masterclass on call, which is a version of himself, basically training a large language model, adding an avatar, adding his voice, and using all of his like speeches, emails, and other things, presentations to create a sort of 24-hour, 7 day a week on call version of himself so that you can ask Mark Cuban questions that you want to know about, whether it's business or whatever he wants to put into this large language model. I'm concerned that this idea of learning is going to start replacing higher education teachers. Is sort of learn from an AI model of my teacher, which technically you could probably pay teachers for their notes and their views and their presentations and their speeches, and or not pay them because maybe the university has already stipulated in their contracts that all of the research that they're doing is owned by the university. My God, what would that mean? That you technically are going to have to that you're technically going to have to negotiate your contracts as a university professor to make sure that the university doesn't use an AI version of you to teach your own classes instead of paying you your wages to teach. This could happen at any level and just sit people in a high school classroom with an AI version of the teacher. I can't even imagine at this point, but this is Masterclass on call, and it just gave me like 1,000 ways that teachers are going to be displaced from their jobs, regardless of salary talk. Like, let's not even talk about how they are displaced from their jobs because they cannot afford to live because their salaries are too low. What if they are priced out because the AI models that they're generating and going to be utilizing in these classrooms are just so much more cost effective? I just can't. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. Is this great innovation? Is this amazing? Is this something, is like he says in the commercial for it, this is the future. I know that there are plenty of people who have been taking these sort of online courses for a long time and they don't have a definitive teacher, but they do have, synchronous, asynchronous, they have options for being part of a live class. And I guess on the back end, you would have to kind of update this sort of information all the time because Mark Cuban might change his opinion on something. He might have a better speech that you might want to upload into the software. Times change. I don't know. I am torn on this, but I do think that this is something where number one, he actually phoned this in, because you can tell that they didn't actually do a commercial for it. I wonder if this is even him. I wonder if this is even him. I wonder if this is the AI model of him, because if you watch the commercial back, you can see kind of the background kind of shifting, because I thought that he was doing this with it looked like on his computer with like a little background behind him, but maybe it's not even him. Maybe this is part of the class. Maybe he didn't actually create this. I'm so curious. If you have a chance, go to the Masterclass website and watch this video. It came up as an ad on my TikTok For You page. Tell me your thoughts in the comments.